So we've got our definitions right here. Determine the measures of all angles in standard position between negative 800 and 800 that are coterminal. So I guess if you're not here in class today and you're missing it, then you should ask somebody else to get those definitions if they're watching the video. That's why I'm saying that kind of thing. Okay. All right. Coterminal with an angle of 85 degrees in standard position, and sketch those angles. So let's draw 85 degrees, just a little bit less than 90 degrees. Does that look reasonable? And we need all angles coterminal with 85 degrees. How do we find our next one? Add 360. So if I add 360 to 85, that would go all the way around once, and that would be 445 degrees. So there's one. And then we could add 360 again, right? If I added 360 again, that one's going to be 805 degrees. So would I include that in my answer? No, because it just wants the ones between negative 800 and positive 800. So that would be all the angles. In fact, only 445 is the only coterminal one that's positive. But can you see, and I'll draw it out again just because otherwise that graph is going to get too messy. There's our 85 degrees. If we wanted to find the negative ones, what would we have to do? Minus 360. So our first negative angle would be this one, and I would take 85 and subtract 360, and that will be negative 275 degrees. And if I subtracted 360 again, I would get, pending mental math errors, negative 500 and 635. See, not pending mental math errors, including mental math errors. Now it's right, negative 635 degrees. And you can see that if you try to do another subtracting 360, it would go too far. So there are three angles, and we've sketched them all. It got a little messy there. We've sketched them all coterminal with 85 degrees. And then for B, how would we write down all the coterminal angles? Well, we always start with the angle that we have. Start with your 85 degrees. And then add or subtract 360 degrees times by k, put a comma, and explain that k can be any integer. That means that k is any positive or negative whole number, or 0. So what this says is I could, with the k there, I could add or subtract any multiple of 360 that I wanted. And that would list all my coterminal angles. Question 4 and 5 for homework.